Even though Palworld just released a few days ago on January 19th, there's already a number of extremely helpful and fun glitches that have been found, which is exactly what we will be taking a look at in this video. The first glitch is kind of complex, but it allows you to get out of the map and make a base at the giant tree just beyond the world barrier, so it's still very much worth doing. For this glitch, you will want to have a Rushor pal, another pal you can either swim or fly with, alongside both of their mounts so you can ride them. Once you have all of those things, start heading up to the top left corner of the map until you reach the giant tree with a red barrier in front of it, and then get off whatever pal you rode over here on. Once you're swimming, keep trying to throw out your Rushor until it eventually gets thrown out below you. Once you see Rushor's icon on your screen, keep swimming along the red barrier while spamming the mount button on Rushor until you eventually get on it, which will bring you to the bottom of the map. Where's the grass, oddly? Once you're here, keep walking along the barrier until you get to the end of it, which is where you'll use Rushor's special move to get around the barrier. Your screen will look crazy here, but all you need to do is use the map to make sure you're still walking towards the top left corner of the map. And then, once you get off your mount, you'll be brought back up to the water, but behind the barrier on the side with the tree, allowing you to go over to it and build a base you can fast travel to at any time. The next glitch will end up helping you get around easier, and that's the Pal Sphere launch glitch. All you need to do is climb on top of a sphere as it's catching a pal, and then, once you catch it and the ball disappears, you'll be launched up into the air extremely fast, making it perfect for gliding and getting over high walls. The next glitch is more so an unintended game mechanic, but it still ends up being extremely helpful, which is the dungeon reroll glitch. This'll let you infinitely change out the alpha pal at the end of a dungeon until you get the one that you want, so you'll never have to waste a dungeon again. All you need to do for this one is get to the end of the dungeon where the alpha pal spawns, and then to get a different one to spawn, start walking back through the dungeon until the alpha pal's health bar disappears, and finally go back to the end, and you should have a new alpha pal spawn there. Usually, the bosses and their trainers in the towers aren't catchable, but luckily, there's a glitch that makes this possible. For this one, you'll first want to go and get a wanted level, which can be done by attacking a guard at a friendly settlement, like the one at a small settlement. Once you have a wanted level, all you need to do is run into one of the towers, make sure not to hit it, and wait until it gets shot by a guard. And then finally, throw your Pal Sphere at it after the boss starts going after the guards. And interestingly enough, this allows you to catch the bosses exactly as they are in the boss fight, so they'll still have their trainer on them, and even have their insane amount of health, but they won't have a PAL deck entry. The next glitch is a very small one, but it's still pretty helpful, so I'm putting it in here anyway, which is the food expiration glitch. This one will just restart the expiration timer on your food, and it's done by either hitting the sort button in your inventory while you have food in it, or by putting the food in a chest. Now, the last glitch is great for when you're in a pinch, but the next glitch will let you avoid that situation entirely by getting an infinite amount of resources, which is the duplication glitch. This one will let you get any resources needed to build something without you ever having to actually spend those resources in the first place, but it can be pretty tricky. To do this, you first need to find something buildable that uses resources you want, put the resources to make it in some storage device on your base, then go to the edge of your base's circle, and finally, try and place your buildable thing right outside of your base. Placing it there will start the project without spending your resources in your chests, but getting the right timing on this is the tricky part of this glitch. But once you get it working, all you need to do is cancel the project and you will get all of the resources needed to make it. And finally, for the last thing in this video, we have something that's not a glitch, but will still do what you're most likely looking for in glitches, which is the debug menu. These are usually used by the developers to test out certain things while making the game, with them usually getting covered up or entirely removed from the game when it releases, and Palworld is no different. While messing around with the game, modders have found out that Palworld's debug menu is still in the game, but there's normally code blocking it and the command console from being opened. So they ended up making a workaround file that will let you access both in-game. The menu doesn't fully work, and some of the buttons will even crash your game, but this menu is the closest thing we'll get to a creative mode until mods start coming out. So I thought I'd still go ahead and mention it here. If you want to try out the menu for yourself, you can find the instructions linked below in the description. That wraps up this video, and while these were just the glitches that I know about, be sure to let me know in the comments of any others you know of. Thanks for sticking to the end. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Palworld videos in the future, and as always, make sure to have a wonderful day.